So, hey, Marty, a lot of the things you talked about, the hockey IQ, the speed control. I mean, the concepts for systems. Looking at your practices, just maybe give these guys a peek inside what a practice looks like for one of your youth teams and how you structure them and maybe structure your week or month.
Uh, no, it varies. I honestly, at the young age, I start with a game. Like tonight with my 08s, their second year P, we start with a game. And then you can go into a little bit of a flow, I guess. Four blue lines, get the goalies like some outside shots so they can work on their game a little bit. You got to think about them a little bit. And then I like to get them on the long ice a little bit, go up and down. I think that's important. Lengthen the legs, lengthen the stride. And then we're right back into, I would say, and this is an hour practice. I start with a 10, 15-minute game. I'm probably 15, 20 minutes flow or long ice, and I'm 25 minutes into player game again. Like there's not much board talk, not much. Give him 2, 3 drills and then come back, water break, come back to the board, 2, 3 drills, and practice is over. At the older level, we I have a little more. I have a longer practice. I actually will split the forward and the D and work on their stuff. For 10, 15 minutes. But again, I would say last 30 minutes is small area game. And I like to go long ice with them as well. You can get more complex with some of the stuff you do with the old kids. My 15U team, but I definitely do a lot of small area games. But I still think it's important that they get to go up and down the ice.
Sure.
If 2-on-1 with a back checker, it's the heart rate up,
Sure.
and make sure that they're striding it out. It's not just quick feet everywhere. They need to be able to stride it out.
Right. No, that's great. Go ahead, Raj.
Jimmy, I got probably one last thing here. I think that's a really cool kind of story. Marty, you know the importance, how hard I got to watch Marty work out in the off season, and if any of you ever saw the talk about passion and commitment, a couple of times I saw it was just mind blowing, and people in the gym would actually stop and watch him work out. They were supposed to. These were high end athletes as well, stopping and watching him. But talk about when you were a kid, the kind of the accidental thing that happened to you that probably had a pretty big impact on you as an athlete. That was the accident.
Yeah. So I have an older sister, 2 years older than me, and she was a gymnast, like competing, and it's very like demanding. Like it was Monday through Thursday, 6 to 9 p.m. And I wasn't a gymnast. I think I was like 9 years old. She was 11, and you know, my dad had 2 jobs, and my mom did all the shuttling for the activities. My dad would leave early, come home late. Never missed a game, but I don't think he's seen many practices as he was working. But so my mom would, drop my sister, then come to my practice, and then she would pick me up. We'd go pick up my sister, and sometimes I'd show up there, and there'd be half hour remaining on her gymnastics practice, and I start horsing around on the bars or whatever. And one day this lady said, "Hey, do you want to try this?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." I mean, I'm here like most nights to pick up my sister. I said, I can come, but I'm not going to be here every night. I got hockey. She says, "That's fine." So, at least twice a week I was there. And within a month I was competing, and I competed for like 3, 4 years, and I'm actually a province champ. Like I was the best in my province, and all these serious gymnasts were very upset with me because I was kind of doing this on the side and showing up to the competition and just dominating. But I didn't understand how much I was going to benefit off that. Like I literally at 9 years old, I was training. I didn't know I was training. you know, like pulling yourself on the bar, the core, the flexibility. Like it was such a, I don't think if I don't do gymnastic, I don't think I get to where I am. You know, like just that early building up, body strength and just lifting your own body. No weights, no nothing. Just doing all that. It was such a huge plus for me. I didn't love doing gymnastic, but I was doing it because I was there, and then I was winning everything, and that was fun too. So yeah, it was funny. I mean, I think at 13 or 14, I quit because it was kind of weird going into a denim locker room and telling him I was a gymnast, you know, especially in that era.
Right?
Yeah. Well, I think the message there for the coaches and the parents is that, you know, that base of athleticism at a young age, to be involved in other things, especially other things that force your body to work through fun and through challenge and the flexibility, as Marty said, the flexibility, the coordination, and the balance. I mean, that's at the core of our sport.